Hey everybody, welcome back to Empyrion. Today we have things to do. More accurately, I guess, we have things to gather. We really need to work on our power and oxygen. I want to have a ton of it. And we're blowing through it here, essentially. Now, we're going to run off and start gathering this stuff. And so what I'm going to do is actually just kind of kill the base while we're gone. Ooh, dark. Cool, so we're going to kill that and kind of conserve the power there. I don't think this will burn while it's just sitting in there, but you know, we're going to take this with us, not really leave that there. What we can do is leave some of it here. If we die out there and we lose our materials, they drop on the ground anyway. We don't permanently lose them. We can pick them back up. Oh no! There we go. It's like, can you open the door when there's no power? So anyway, I just want to make sure that I leave some of those there. But yeah, let's get this thing on the road. Speaking of power... Yes, we need more in here. Okay, there it goes. Hops up off the ground. And while we're at it, while we're thinking of this, if I can reach these here. We've got one in there, two in there. Okay, we should be good. Good enough for now. Okay, let's do this. Now, we have a deposit up on the hill over here. It's got exactly what we're looking for. Although, why are you not showing me? Normally it says it. It disappeared on me. No indicator of where it's at, although I do know it's here. So I'm not going to fly this up there too far or anything. We can get out and kind of run around. Oh, that's why, Weem. You're on the wrong hill. There it is. I think we might be getting attacked. I heard a little sound and we got bumped a bit. So let's get over here. We don't want to go down any of those canyons. This ship is, or these are like very hard to move. I think they get stuck real easily. So let's kind of go to here. We are going to, let's see, kill power, jump out, get the gun out, and look around. We did hit that guy a while back. Looks like he's not following us, but there you go. We've got these guys very near to us. So we're definitely going to have to clear these guys out a bit before we do anything. There he goes. Ah, here's somebody. There you are. I was wondering where this guy was. No! No, refill, go! There you go. Who's next? Who's next? Oh, okay, cool. I think the other guys are probably far enough away. Now let's go ahead and gather this stuff up. Let's see if this guy has any actual meat. There we go. Because we do want to make the food processor. This stuff could go bad on me before we get there, but we might as well grab it. If it goes bad, we'll just toss it. We'll just junk it. Okay, we need the drill though for this operation. Let's see, drill. We have drill charges. We don't have any more of the repair charges. I haven't made any more of those, but fortunately, that is not what we're after right now. So we need the Promethium deposit to get the pellets, which allow us to make power. I'm going to try and get a whole bunch of these, as much as I possibly can. Break this stuff down. There you go. See the little blue, these blue guys kind of come falling out of here, and we got to pick them up. Let's see. Any? They will stick around. Did I really not get any out of there? Oh, you are scary looking like that. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Oh no! Where'd you go? Ah! I'm clipped into him. Oh no! Switch to the other gun, Weem. Oh, that too? I'm dead, you guys. I'm trying to... Whew. Oh. My heart's going. Oh man, we really need to equip our heal packs on here. Shouldn't be running around without those in the hotbar. Whew. Let's hit that up. That'll slowly bring us up. So, it's weird. Let's actually check. We're not just picking those up, right? Yeah, I thought you had to manually pick those up, but I don't know what's happening to them. And they should just go on the ground and not disappear. There we go. We've got some right there. That's exactly what we're looking for. We just had to go a little bit deeper. That or they're just flying off in the air. This is cool, though. We got a little dip in here, a little divot they can't get out of. So yeah, like I said, we're going to get as many of these as we can. We're going to make as much power as we can. Just have a bunch on the side. I'll probably try and get in the habit of killing the power on the base, especially if we're going to go out on some kind of run. I wasn't really doing that before. I was stepping out and gathering things and just letting the power run, which is not efficient, Weem. It's terrible. It's terrible for our planet. Okay, I've flown out here to our oxygen generator. Let's check this thing out. Whew, 45. That is awesome. That is very cool. Now, if I had the ammo for the repair gun or the remove gun here, I would totally tear this down. I should have thought of that before I came out here, huh? Oh well, that's fine. We're doing okay. Although things seem shaky when I stand next to this. Nope, it's good now. Okay, cool. So we have a lot of oxygen. That's great for now. We do need to build one of those. We could do that. We don't have to tear that one down. Power, let's see. We've got plenty of the pellets for that, so that's cool. And I'm noticing there's like this weird dust storm. Is that just me? Kind of curious about that. It's not moving away from me, is it? It's funny, it speeds up as I speed up. I think it's staying a certain distance from me, so... Yep. That's weird. Okay, cool. So anyway, I think we have enough to go ahead and head back. Now, the escape pod is over there. We could not break it down, actually, Weem. No, Weem. We don't have the materials. But I think while we're over here, while we're doing the whole mining thing, we'll just cruise on over to the iron and copper deposits. Those are definitely used frequently, and we'll pick those up. And I think that'll be a good run. We'll head back to the base and start making some oxygen and power. Alrighty, we are back to the copper deposit spot. We got some of these weird plants kind of sticking out of the ground. I call it plants, but it's probably not really a plant. I guess maybe it is. Okay, so anyway, we've got still just a reminder that there's a lot of weird stuff around here we got to check out. But like that back there. But we are on a mission, a very strict mission to gather materials. I actually had to stop myself from getting carried away with the iron because I wanted to make sure I had enough drill ammo left to get a bunch of copper. We definitely use a lot of that. And I think there might be a silicon deposit somewhere nearby. So that's a thing as well. We definitely use a lot of silicon. So let's see here. I think I have one more drill bit. I probably should look at that and make sure that I do. I'll call it a drill bit. We have drill charge. We have 5 of those actually. Awesome. So we've got plenty. Plenty-o drill charge. But of course we don't want to be here all day. We have other things to do. Let's see. What do we get here? We get these weird little lightning strikes. I don't know if it's like a graphic thing. I think it might be. Part of the terrain kind of terrain. There you go. A little flash there on the screen. It's interesting. Okay, we'll call it an electric discharge. Yeah, that's cool. It's not a visual bug, it's an electric discharge. Part of the side effects of using the drill here. So let's check our inventory. We've got 124 copper, nice. Bunch of iron, that's great. And some crushed stone. I'm not really sure what we do with that. That just kind of came by digging a little too far into the iron deposit, but yeah, let's go over here. Now, of course, with any alien life form, you want to know more about it. The first thing you do is you shoot it. Okay, so it just explodes, similar to the other guys around there. That's always the best way to learn more about alien life. Start by shooting it. Okay, cool. So anyway, I think we've got enough here. I was hoping that we might trigger another, like, deposit discovery over here, but nothing's really coming up. So that's cool. Now, while I'm here and while I'm thinking about it, it just occurred to me. A number of you have asked me before about the size of the planets. I think I've answered some of you in the comments, but we're going to go ahead and bring up this map because I haven't done this yet. I have not shown you this. I'm slacking. So basically right here where my mouse cursor is, that's the escape pod. We actually came over here across the water and the ship was right over here that we broke down, and then you can see where our base now is. Now that should give you a good indicator of how far things are. That's not too far this distance by hovercraft, and you can see as I spin the globe around here, it's not a huge planet. Now what I can't tell you is I don't know the size of this planet compared to the other ones. For example, you can see the diameter here is 2608. I don't know if all of the planets are 2608 or if they all vary. I have no idea. But it's kind of cool because you can also see the deposits here. So that's cool. I don't know if you can click or do anything with those. It doesn't look like it, but at least you know where they are. And they're actually shaped like them too. Those pellets, they have this look. That's exactly what they look like. We have some buttons over here, don't seem to do anything. We have some slots that maybe something can go in here, but right now clicking in there you can see just drags the map around. So anyway, there's probably some things coming with that. Maybe some filters you can kind of plug in there and it will show you different things. That would be kind of cool. But that's where we're at for now. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of jump We'll apply jetpack just before we hit ground, ideally. Slow us down there a bit. Cool. So we've got what we need. If I go back and happen to see silicon, I may take a little slight detour on the way back and see if we can run into it. If I do, we're going to go ahead and stop and grab some of that too. Well, back at the base, I have turned all the power on. Obviously, I had to refill the fuel tank since I pulled everything out of there, but we're back up and running. So let's get this thing started. We need to come over here first, and let's see. We need to throw that in there. Throw that guy in there. We have 82 of those things. Cool. So let's see. Where is that at? Is that the second one? No, here. There it is. It says pellets. Oh, right. We have to make pellets from this first. So let's see. It requires, it's 1, so we can actually just do 82 of these things. Yeah, it just needs 1. Okay, so 82. So that's going to take a bit. But once that's in there, 82, that means, let's see, does that spit out? How many does that spit out? 10. Wow, we're going to make a bunch of this. A whole lot of those. So anyway, we could probably queue up a good number of these. Wow, yeah, a good number. For now, we're going to go ahead and queue up like 30. If my math is correct, yeah, we can definitely do, let's do 50. 50 of those. We got the oxygen tank. That's great. So let's then find this guy here. So we need 5 metal components to make this happen. We've got 1, so 2, 4 more. So that's 2 output. 5 metal components. Right. 1 control device. I should have started there because probably going to use some of this stuff. Use some of those metal components. Control device. Man, with all these new things in there, it's confusing me, and I'm easily confused. Control device. Does that take... Oh, no, these are pretty straightforward. Excellent. A control device that's being made. 1 computer. That's probably going to use some, isn't it? Wrong window, Weem. Wrong window. Yep, metal components 2 and a control device. So I need another control device. Another one of those. We'll just make some more metal components. Just a few more of those anyway. And we'll leave it at that. We'll see how that goes. Now we've got food. A fridge is another thing that I'd like to make so I can start storing this stuff. Let's see, fridge. That's the weird looking block, right? This guy? Yeah. And what about this guy? Fridge 2. Oh, okay. So colors again. This is for the small ship or the ground vehicle, but this is for the base. So computer, control device, and metal components. Again, we need a lot of metal components. I'm just going to go ahead and queue a number of these up. We have plenty of this stuff, so that'll probably work because that's 20 of those. Oh no, those output 1 to 1. Oh no, 2. There you go. So that's going to make 20. Excellent. Excellent. And we need another control device. I'm going to make an extra one. So anyway, we've got to let this queue. Obviously, I didn't need to necessarily start with this. I could have started with the other stuff. Probably would have been more fun to get that kind of stuff going. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and let this run, get a bunch of this power made, and then move on to some other cool things. Okay, that took a little while, just a little while. 88, and I actually pulled 20-something out of here, so we have a lot of fuel now. If we walk over here to the storage bin, the container here, we've got, there we go, put that in there, 98 of those, 47 of the oxygen. Now, the oxygen is something we were trying to work on, so let's check this out. We need to go back in here, kind of remind myself, it's been so long. Cool, so we just need one more computer. I had some things queued in, so it looks like I took care of all but that. We need to get the computer going. Let's see, and in order to do a computer, we will need, oh, we can just do one right now. Excellent. So while that's going, you can see there's all kinds of other stuff in here. We've got kitchen counters, sofas, beds. I read, I think it's in now that when you die, you can choose where to spawn to prevent these situations where you get stuck or anything. I actually had it happen to me. I was drilling down into the ground, I think it was, and then I think that's what it was. I drilled down and couldn't drill anymore, and so I was stuck in this little pit and eventually died from the oxygen and everything, and I thought, great, yeah, but then you respawn like in the same spot. I was like falling into the pit. So I was like, well, that save is done. But now apparently you can choose your spawn point, so that's kind of cool. And I don't know, that's all kind of wrapping back to the bed. I don't know if you have to have the bed or not. Actually, if we look at the map, you can see we have these nice indicators now of where things are. So these might be selectable things when you die, where you can respawn, but I don't know. Maybe we'll test that at some point. But we got bookshelves, we got TV, yes, TV table. We can get a big screen in here. What else? We have power coil, flux coil, advanced CPU. Excellent. No idea what those are used for, but hey, we can make those. So there we go. We've got our oxygen generator going. That is going to be great. So we're going to be able to spit this right down outside somewhere and refill our oxygen. Now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to end up placing it somewhere. Again, I may make a ramp or something. So what I'll do is I'll probably place it just down here somewhere with the understanding that I will eventually make a ramp there. Maybe this is the best place to do it. I could take these windows out, ramp down, put the windows down there or something. I don't know. I don't know. That might be best though. Let's see. Let's grab this thing. I did make it, right? There it is. Cool. Yes, it's huge and we don't need it in here. Probably should have been a little bit more prepared coming out. I thought I heard a creature out here, but apparently not. Okay, so we can angle, when we place the building, you can kind of rotate it anywhere you want or facing, but it seems like everything else is kind of snapping to a grid. So if I go to rotate this thing, yeah, it's going to not quite be square with the building, but that's cool. Again, we're going to have a ramp coming down here, so we need to have it out here a little bit. I think this is probably fine. And again, if it ends up being a problem, we can just break it down really easily. So let's go ahead and get some energy in there. We'll just throw all 5 of those in. One disappears, but that's cool. Cool. So we'll get a bunch of those generated right there. Now I did throw down my light out here as well, my little work light. You can pick it up and move it around. Just like, you know what, I'm just going to stick this out front. It might annoy me before too long, but I think it's probably a good enough spot for now. So there we go. We've got oxygen queuing up. We're going to go ahead and clear that out once we can, once all the power is used there. I may even throw, I think there was room for a few more bits of power. So we kind of want to max that out and get as much as we can. And then what we want to do is start looking into building a ship. Let's actually jump in here right now. So there we go. We have the capital vessel starter. So you need, is that all you need for that? Huh. Well, I guess that makes sense. Again, just like the other one, it's the base. There is that. It's all the other stuff that's complicated, right? I'm always tricking myself there. We could also make stairs down to that platform, or to the oxygen generator outside, but anyway, a little side note there. So yeah, we can actually get this thing going. It looks like it takes the same as these other guys. What is this guy here? It takes the hover engine. It's funny that the little hover ship takes less material to start than this guy, although this probably has, its components are probably more expensive, so that's probably going to be a thing, I would imagine. But anyway, once we have the oxygen done, I'll feel much safer that we have that and the energy kind of stored up, and I can really focus on kind of gathering anything that we need, because we probably will have to go get some more ores and everything to make the ingots. And there could even be things that need to be made that require material that I don't have. There is some material out there. There's some locations out there I passed where I haven't gathered any of them yet. So I thought, well, I don't need those. I don't need them yet, I should have said. We can actually dive in here really quick and take a peek around. So we have these cockpits. So we look here, and we got yellow is the capital vessel. So none of these cockpits are for that. We have a large generator there. Whew, look at all the components needed for that. We need that for that ship. So there's a lot going on there. Interesting. So we have passenger seat. We don't really need that. Cockpit. Here you go. This is for that. We have 2 of them. One requires a few more materials, so this might just be just for looks. Yeah, everything else is identical. Huh. But that's even not that bad. Components, yeah, that's not bad at all. Some of this other stuff I don't know if we'll need. Do we need an antenna for that? I don't know. It can go on one of those ships. It's yellow. But do we need it? I don't know. We'll probably make some of the stuff that I feel might be base and see if we can fly it, and then kind of add things as we go. Or maybe I'll do some research, look it up, and see what it takes. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I think we're going to leave it at that. thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it, you guys. We've got all the oxygen coming and all the energy right now that we need, so we're set. I think our next goal is to get us off this planet, start working on a ship for that. Very excited for that. Very excited. Please stay tuned, and I will catch you next time.